Steinbeck, Chapter 1 Analysis. Welcome.
Today, as you've heard, it is the pearl that I'm going to look at. The pearl by John Steinbeck. I will focus on chapter 1 analysis. Now, this chapter begins when a new day begins. Kaino awakens peacefully in his house, next to his sleeping wife. He is content with his world because of the status of the family. The family seems to be safe. The family seems to be healthy. So he awakens while very happy. So as the chapter progresses, we get to understand that we have a song of the family that keeps on ringing in Kaino's mind. On the other hand, there is another song that we call the song of evil, which also competes against the song of the family. And you must note that there are Asian songs that have been passed in the Indians, that is from generation to generation. And these songs have meanings. Like we can say the song of the family symbolizes uh, when things were happy, that it was heard when things were happy. In addition, the song of evil symbolizes evil that threatens the family or Indians. When there were threats, then the song of evil was to be reflected in the minds of these characters. So kind of songs mark occasions of celebrations. How? How does this happen? That he celebrates the morning as well as the existence of his family. That when they wake up safe, healthy, Kaino keeps on celebrating. He celebrates because of his family, number one, and because of the new day that the Lord opens for them. Kaino wraps himself in the blanket and watches as dawn breaks in the Gulf of California. You understand, this is where the setting of this book is, at the Gulf of California. While Jonah prepares breakfast of corn cake and palki, Kaino watches with the detachment of God. He watches with Kaino, we are told that he watches with the detachment of God, the detachment of God. He watches with the detachment of God as some ants outside try to outsmart each other in the dirt. So these ants symbolize something. There is a symbolic understanding that you have to note, that they cannot just be there without symbolizing something. But now we should first understand that kind of song blends with Joanna's Asian song, and together they form a unity, what we call the whole. There is what we call the whole. When the two songs, the one of Kaino and the one of his wife Joanna, when the two songs join, they are Asian songs as we are told. When they join, it means that they make them a whole. They become one. And Kaino returns to his brush hut, a primitive abode with a crude doorway and mats on a dirt floor. That is a sign of poverty. That this hut is described the way it looks like, and it shows exactly the poverty that this family is undergoing, or the kind of life that they are living in. So as the chapter progresses again, we get to realize that in Kainos' heart, there is a streak of sand which falls on the box that holds Coyotito. Remember, Coyotito is hung on the box where he sleeps. The baby sleeps on a box, or in a box, and it is hung. So the streaks of sun, the sun rays, penetrate into the house because the house seems not to be that good, just because of poverty and the condition that the family is living in. Suddenly, the peace of morning is shattered when a scorpion crawls down the rope that holds Coyotito's box. There is a scorpion which strolls down or crawls down the rope and stings the baby. That issue or that particular omen, that particular happening shatters the morning happiness that the family of Kaino has been having. Kaino grabs the insect and grinds it into the dust. He crushes it completely into the dust. And on the other hand, Joanna takes the baby and sucks the poison out of the sting. So we understand that they do this because the level of education they have is very low. They are not educated as well. The two, that is Kaino and his wife Joanna, they are not educated because of some of the things they do, which can turn. So Kaino uh, is filled with some anger just because of this incident where the son is stung by the scorpion. The cry of Coyotito summoned the villagers, that all villagers gather in Kaino's house, including his brother Juan Thomas. His brother we call Juan Thomas. Juan Thomas, as well as his fat wife, as she is described, Apollonia. They also come to see what may have befallen the house of their brother Cain. So they come together with other neighbors because of the cry of the child, or the screaming of Coyotito. So neighbors gather because of that. They gather in Cain's house because they are concerned. Remember, these people are living as a whole. They are living together as one. That whenever one is affected, everybody feels the pain. That is why they have to come to know what may have happened in Kainos' family. Joanna, on realizing this, advises Kaino to get the doctor. But because Kaino is aware that the doctor may not accept to come because they are Indians. They are Indians, remember that. And the doctor cannot come. They choose to go to the doctor's place. So Kaino realizes that it is good for them to go to the doctor's place so that at least the doctor can treat Coyotito. That suggestion of going to the doctor's place comes from Joanna, a woman who gives good suggestions because of her wisdom. So they are accompanied by a procession of villagers. Remember, as I've quoted earlier on, these people live as a whole, and whenever one of them is affected, the rest get to feel the pain. So as they accompany them, the issue had become a village affair. Okay? The issue of Coyotito became or becomes an issue of the whole village. It's a village affair or the community affair. That is why all of them in our procession, they accompany Kaino and Joanna to the doctor's gate. See what happens. What do you think happens when they reach the doctor's gate? Uh, Remember, the villagers are amazed, despite the fact that they want to accompany Kaino to the doctor's place. They are amazed because they understand that the doctor cannot attend to them because of their level of poverty as well as their tribe, which is Indians. So on the way, they come across beggars along the churchyard, beggars whose their work is to beg. That is where they earn a living from. So these beggars describe the doctor in various ways that uh, they knew his avarice. First, we are told that they knew his avarice. They also know how he conducts some abortion and gets some money, as well as some illicit activities that he conducts, the doctor. And the little pennies that he gives as alms, the little pennies that he gives as alms, they know. So the beggars here symbolize the doctor's character, as stated by John Steinbeck, that the beggars symbolize the doctor's character. So everyone suspects the doctor will not treat Coyotito. They suspect, all of them suspect that the doctor will not treat Coyotito. But the parents must try anyway. They had to try. They have no others. So Kaino finds himself in the mixed feelings the moment they arrive at the doctor's gate. Eh? So he pounds against his gate with the iron ring knocker. And here comes a servant. And the servant answers the call. Who answers the call? This servant is an Indian just like Kaino. So, yet, he will not speak to him in his own language. He does not speak in the Indian language, despite the fact that he is an Indian. He makes it clear that Kaino must wait outside the gate, a bolted gate, that he must wait outside a bolted gate. So Kaino has no otherwise. The gate has not been opened for them to enter. They are barred from entry. So as expected, the doctor claims that he is not in. The doctor claims that he is not in. Just imagine that. A wave of shame engulfs the people who witness Kaino's humiliation. So they feel some shame. How comes that one of their own, one of their brothers, Kaino, is humiliated that way? So Kaino stands at the gate for a long time, then angrily punches it. He punches it angrily because of the humiliation. And now he stares at his bloody knuckles. His bloody knuckles. A symbol of the struggle between people of Spanish background and Indians. So we understand that this chapter is just as small as it is. And there are some things that we need to understand, like the son of the family as well as the son of evil. I think up to that far, we come to the end of chapter 1. Thank you for your time.